Alright, so today we're going to be taking a really quick look at the Retroid Pocket 5. I got this device for testing a couple days ago. A friend of mine picked it up and just wanted me to, do like the initial setup. And in return, I get to take like a look at it and get to review it for the channel. First impression, this thing is actually really small. I mean, it's a bit small from my hands. Like as you can see, like this thing is tiny, but it's like really reminiscent of the PSP. And with these thumbsticks down here that are more so symmetrical in line with each other, it does remind me a lot of the PSP or the PS Vita. And this is a OLED screen. It's a 60 hertz screen, not 120 hertz. But it's an OLED screen. It has nice viewing angles, as you can see. The colors does not get washed out or anything like that. So overall, it's a nice, neat little handheld. And it does live up to the name, Pocket. It is a pocketable handheld, so I can slide this in my pocket and just take it around with me. It's roughly around the same size in length as my smartphone. So yeah, it's really nice. It's really unique. Not normally something that I would go for, but it's a good handle. I do like bigger handles like the AYN Odin portable that I have. This is my personal device, and yeah, I would say, like, if I'm supposed to compare the two, I think that the Odin by far is the better handheld. So, yes, this is more portable. If you're looking for a more pocketable device, this is definitely going to be one for you. And these two handhelds actually share a lot of similarity. Like the Android 13 that is on these is pretty much the same. And the design language is also very, very similar. So you have a TF card slot, headphone jack, and Type-C port. Down here we have our TF card slot, headphone jack, Type-C port. Very similar. On the back of the Retroid Pocket, there are some textures right here. So it makes it a bit better when you're holding it in your hand with those like textured grip. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall out of your hand. So I think that is a plus. We do have the same RGB LEDs on both handhelds. So if you see right here, we have it on the AYN Portal and on the Retroid Pocket 5. And the way how this is kind of set up, it's very similar. Like I said, it's like these two companies, they take a lot from each other. Like there's no difference really in the software. And just like with the AYN Odin 2 Portal, you have this floating icon that you can turn on. The one on the Odin is more robust, it has more features, but we do get similar features here on the Retroid Pocket. So it tells you which application you're in. You have your key mapper. It shows you the FPS, thermals, and you can quickly record a game. You can clear your RAM by going like that. And you can map your controls to the screen if your game does not support actual physical controls. So that is good, all in all. And let me take this out of the frame. I would say for like a younger person, like a teen or a younger child, this would be a great handle for them because it's smaller. But also, it could be good for you as an adult with bigger hands. It's just depending on your need. If you need something that is pocketable, that is more portable, that you can take around, I would say, yeah, this gets the job done. It is actually really powerful. The secret console emulation on this is pretty impressive. You can play most games at handle mode at close to like 30 or 60 FPS, depending on whatever frame rate the game runs at. So that is very impressive. We have our volume rocker up here along with our power button, you know, L1, R1, R2, L2. And these are analog triggers, which I do really like. They have a nice bit of range. And it's very, very similar to what is on the AYN ODIN 2 portal. Like I said, the design language between these two handles is very, very similar, if you see. Like, I'm starting to think these are like the same companies because of how they design their products. But yeah, and like you can see right here, we have the textured grip right here on the Pocket 5, and on the grip for the AYN Odin 2 Portal, they have the same grip design. So yeah, it's very interesting. But all in all, like this is very good. For game streaming, this will also be, you know, very, very good. You could do like Steam Link, NVIDIA GeForce Now, or you could do Xbox Game Cloud. Yeah, xCloud game streaming, you could also do that, or you could do like Amazon Luna with Prime Gaming. Those are all great options for streaming. And I think this would be, you know, great to get a job done. So I do have a couple games here. I do have this plumber kart racing game that I can show off to you guys, but hold on, let me just mute the sound because, you know, copyright and all that. But I want to show you guys like the performance of this. On first load, sometimes the game works, sometimes it doesn't. And that's fine, but I'm getting like close to like 50 to 60 FPS. Sorry guys, like I'm a bit under the weather right now, so I'm recovering. But yeah, so we can play this game. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're getting like close to 60 FPS. So I'm gonna keep it a bit close like this. All right, let's go. So while playing this game, you get anywhere from like 50 to 60. Sometimes it does dip down to like in the high 40s, like 48 FPS or stuff like that. But overall, the colors look amazing and the gameplay is fine. So I've played this trap before, so I think it'll be a lot easier for the emulator to like, you know, run back through this trap because most of this stage is already cached. So yeah. Like I said, the colors look nice. This is a nice OLED screen. 60 hertz, of course, but it's very beautiful. And there are other games, of course, that will work just as good, if not even better. And oh, I got this game is just chaotic, but it's a lot of fun. All right, so I'm not gonna finish the race. I'm going to close out of this, but that is just like a small like gameplay to show you the performance of the system. Like I said, it does emulation of, you know, Secret Console pretty well. So I could recommend it for that, but temper your expectation to like handheld mode only. You won't be able to play much games in like dot mode where you get like 1080p. So most of your games will be running at like 720p or 540p. Overall, it's a great handle. The sound quality on this is actually really good. I would want to have you guys hear the sound quality. So let's go PS2 and I can have you hear the sound from God of War. And these are front firing speakers. They sound really good, like I said, and your stereo speakers sound quality is amazing. Image quality is great from the OLED screen. I can't keep saying that enough. But would I recommend this for what the price is and what it offers? Yes. But if you have bigger hands and you prefer like a more powerful handle where you could do like more with like PC emulation, more secret console emulation, more harder stuff like PS3 and stuff like that, then I wouldn't recommend this. I would recommend this because this is the AYN Odin 2 Portal, and this is great for like PC emulation. Surprisingly, it's pretty great for PC emulation and secret console, PS2, Dolphin, the works. It gets the job done. And it's a very comfortable handle, like I said it before, with the grip, but it depends on your budget and what you need. If you prefer smaller handhelds, go with the Retroid Pocket 5. It's a great handheld. It has a nice OLED screen, 60 hertz, and I love how the screen is just flat and it just bleeds into the console. Like, this is a perfect console for playing in the dark at night, so I definitely say, hey, check that out. If you enjoyed this video, guys, and you want to see more content like this, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you enjoyed, and please share it with a friend who likes tech. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.